to use the chairs. So we're going to actually take our mats and turn them sideways. Take your mat and turn it sideways. It's okay if our mats touch or overlap. Okay. So you want your chair like that.
Is it okay to turn the fan down?
Oh, absolutely. We can also turn the air on if people would like. Does anyone want air? Well, we can start with the fan. Which one is the fan? Is it this? No, that's a light. Yeah, let's try. Okay, well let's. So, we come from very different climates, so let's see how that works for everybody. I think I'm standing in a grate. Do you think that's a problem? Ooh, my mat is going up.
Yeah, mine's good.
Okay, don't do a standing pose on the grate.
Just float on the mat?
Yeah. Okay, so here we're going to step wide. So we're setting up for warrior two here. Everybody's chair is to the right. Just so that I think instructions are going to be easier because we're all on walls here. So turn the right toes out, left toes in. You might have one buttock on the wall and one off. That's fine. Okay, feeling the shoulder blades on the wall. You can bring the hands to the hips here, or you can take them out to the sides. Take that bend in the right knee, engaging the core, dropping the tailbone down, gazing over your right shoulder. So if you haven't done warrior two at the wall much, so make sure that you can get a nice one. Is that? Yeah. Why don't we remove this? I think Hooker won't mind, because I want you to get a wide enough pose.
Yeah. It's okay.
Like this is
Air.
over. Yeah, just don't stand on the grate because I don't want you to fall through.
Okay.
Okay, so allow yourself to feel how wide, how open your shoulders are. So a lot of times when people do warrior two away from the wall, and you'll especially see this in your students, there's this. I'm sure everyone has seen that in their classes. You bring people to the wall and all of a sudden they realize how far away from the wall their upper body is. And so they find, oh, this is where the pose is supposed to be. So I ask them to bring your pinkies to the wall, because they might be, emulate what you have seen in your classes as warrior two, right? Feel how far away from the wall you are. So if you ask people to bring both pinkies to the wall, both shoulder blades to the wall, feel how different that is. So what I like to do for folks who are struggling to get that alignment is try it at the wall, and then after they feel that in their body, we try stepping away from the wall and see if you can still feel that same alignment, feel the verticality of the wall away from you. So from here, we're gonna go into triangle using the chair. So straighten that front knee, reach out to the right, lower the hands to the seat of the chair, take the left arm up, look up toward the hand. So again, fists or fingertips work well as variations here. And this is another one where oftentimes I see something like this. So feeling that hand against the wall, feeling the shoulder blades aligned on the wall, really encourages people to feel that opening in the chest. Make sure that front knee is not locked. You're keeping it nice and soft. And here I have them go into something that is a super advanced pose, but actually really accessible on the wall. Okay, so you're here in your triangle. Okay, we're gonna bring the left hand to the hip, look toward that seat, bend the front knee, shift that left foot in, and you've got half moon. And so I don't generally show, full expression, but even this, it feels really good for a beginner with limited mobility, limited balance to be able to do something like this in a class. And it's so safe and stable here with the chair and the wall. And while we're here, just for fun, let's take this into warrior 3. So let's take that left hip off the wall, left hand to the seat, rotate the hips, and now you're in warrior 3. Long line from crown of head to heel. Make sure you're not kicking the person behind you. And then lower that leg down. Just take a little forward fold here. Maybe take the elbows to the seat of the chair. Maybe do a little down dog variation. Hands or elbows to the thighs, lengthen the spine, walk yourself up. So I just want to talk about the coming up for a moment. We don't roll up for a variety of reasons. So for people who have disc issues, rolling up can be problematic if there's a herniation or degenerative disc disease that can start pinching things, because if you think about it, when you roll up, you're compressing the front of all of those discs as you come up. And also, many people who come to Yoga for Arthritis classes are older. Many people who are older have osteoporosis, so we want to be mindful about that compression on the vertebrae. At the same time, we don't want a big lever for bringing the spine up long, so we don't want to take the arms out and then all of a sudden you've added a whole lot of weight to the low back as you come up, right? So bringing the hands to the thighs takes the pressure out of the low back while also keeping the spine long and protecting the discs as you come up. So just a little rationale for that way of coming to standing. Okay, so let's do that same sequence on the other side. Take your chair, flip it around. Dana, do you want to move to a different wall?
No, I was giving myself a little extra air. Really hot.
Woo! Like, okay, a little Marilyn Monroe moment. Okay, so step nice and wide. Find your feet positioning to prep for warrior 2. Okay, so here left toes out, right toes in. Take the hands to the hips or the arms out to the sides. And they can be shoulder height or lower. For folks with shoulder challenges, having the arms in line with the shoulders may not feel good or accessible. And then turning to look over that knee, take a bend into the knee. Engage the core. Nice long line, fingertip to fingertip. Take a look at the alignment of the knee. Make sure that it's not collapsing in. And then from here, straighten the knee. Reach out to the side, lower the hand or fist or elbow to the chair. Take a look upward, toward the ceiling, toward that palm. This is beautiful. I should be taking pictures. And then from here, bring that hand to the hip. Shift the weight into that front foot by bending the knee, walking the back foot in, and then coming up into your half moon variation. And so for shoulder challenges, you may want to keep the hand on the hip, or you may want to bring it up but not quite as high. You can even extend the arm alongside the leg, which is kind of fun. From here, shifting into warrior 3, peel that right side off the wall, rotate the hips, square yourself toward the chair, and find that long line from heel to crown of head. Keep a little softness in the supporting knee. And if you want to try balancing here, go for it. And then as you're ready, lower the leg, take a little forward fold, or a variation on down dog. And then soften the knees, bring the hands to the thighs, lengthen the spine, walk yourself up. Shake that out. Okay, so since we have the chairs here, and since I'm feeling like I want a little hip flexor stretch, we're going to use the chair and the wall. So you're going to stand in front of your chair. Bring your right fingertips to the wall. You're going to shift the weight over to the left side. Bring the right leg up. And find the chair behind you with those right toes. Slide the foot back. And let the leg rest here. Okay, so you're here. This is sort of a king dancer, right? So you have some options here. You can slide the leg back as much as feels good to get a little stretch in your hip. You can take an arm up. You can take both arms up. You can even bend that knee. If you really want to get intense. That's not going to feel good for most arthritis, but. So play with this as a king dancer variation. And I like what Natika's doing. You can also take a little side stretch toward the wall, which feels really good.
A really cool pose.
Yeah, isn't it fun? Okay, now here, depending on who you have, but this is fun as well. So you can bend that front knee, bring the hands down to the floor. You can take the leg up here, rest it on the back of the chair. So I think it also depends on your arm length and torso height, whether this feels good to you. And then I like to pick my leg up off the chair and get fancy. Bring the leg back to the chair, walk the hands up. Take the leg off of the chair once you're up at vertical and shake that out. So we're going to flip the chair around so that you can do this the other way. Okay, so other fingertips to the wall. Shift the weight over to the right side. Lift that left leg up.